What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 27, the chapters Dread Emperor and the Daka. Last night we had two very different chapters. The first one seeing Guts actually return and Dawn, the Berserker armor himself, after Shirk done a really good job of getting through to his ego, reminding him of what's important and what his mission is. Love the artwork with the new armor again, just that slight difference, but it totally kind of changes the vibe of what's going on, doesn't it? And we had some beautiful artwork, of course, some of the best that I've seen for Guts himself, as he gains this new white streak in his hair. Yeah, some beautiful artwork there. Love Grumbeld's design, of course. Had this nice little moment with Shirka's master helping us escape, which was really sad. But again, some awesome artwork here. And then, like I said, I love that last little bit there as well, My Sunshine. But yeah, very interesting second chapter here as we go back to Midland and Wyndham. As we hear, Charlotte is alive, but she's under the capture of whoever is running this demon city. As we see a few old characters here. Some aging better than others. But yeah, it's not actually Griffith and co. I think it's some kind of demonized Kushan leader. Some people speculating that it's the old King of Midland right here, but I'm not so sure of that. But yeah, very interesting stuff. Hopefully we'll continue on with this these next chapters, which it looks like we are. Do let me know what you guys think of these down in the comment section though. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And let's get right into Dread Emperor, as we see more decapitated heads. This one's like a mixture of three. All the hair kind of melding into one. Lovely. See these very low fat percent guys again. And there's Silat. I was also maybe theorizing that might have been him, but theorizing that, but it was a very low percent chance. He still seems to be human. Oh wow. Holy crap. What a beautiful bit of artwork this is. And there's that thing that we see at the start of the volume. That bit of artwork. So we've got a Buddha here, I think. Again, I'm not too clued up on religions. And this is the Emperor, so it's not the old king. It's just a very hairy man. Nice beard though, nice little beard and moustache. But yeah, what a beautiful bit of artwork this is. Love this. And just the intricacy is crazy, isn't it? I've got some fangs. Skulls around the neck, just a little bit demonic. All types of weapons in hand. I just like ornaments like this, just absolutely crazy, isn't it? So much detail. But what a scene this is in general. Look at this one. I don't know why I'm thinking back to the first chapters with that snake-like guy. I don't know why. I feel like that setting might have been in Wyndham. I'm not really sure about that, but again, that is awesome. But these freaky, I don't know if these are like people or like statues. I think they're people, or demons, of course. It all looks so fantastical, doesn't it? Did I overestimate a bit the powers of the Bakiraka clan? This guy is super hairy. Bloody hell, look at that Barnet. Again, lovely beard and moustache. He's stepping on the skulls of those he has defeated. Also got a little snake on his head. I am at a loss to respond. I too had high hopes for the tenacity on which you gambled the restoration of your clan. But with your opponent being the Hawk of Oracle, it cannot be helped. Not the most human eyes ever, are they? Right here. Henceforth, report only on the Hawk's location and movements as necessary. I shall leave the duty of seizing him to my own army. But enough. Go now. Yes, sire. We continue to fall short. I feel ashamed, young master. Don't dwell on it. My own inexperience was at play as well. This has grown troubling, though. If we are dismissed from capturing the Hawk, there is a slim chance we will be shown up by the army. The Hawk will not be caught easily by those dim-witted soldiers. So long as we keep our eyes on the prize, our chance will come. Again, is this almost a bit of good news? I know Silat and Guts are never like on the same team or anything, but are we kind of slightly on the same team right now? We both want a bit of revenge on Griffith. Less so revenge here, but more just kind of capturing and beating Griffith. But Guts, the kind of goals kind of coincide, right? Collide. Could see them work together. Not usually the case between these guys, but yeah. But still, what a grim sight. He's very much still human. Silat. So, more decapitated heads. Oh, we've got the dead holding the decapitated heads. Love that. Not only within the castle, but the whole of this city reeks of blood and death, as if one's giant cursed altar. Yeah, this place is fully crazed. Are these people like killing themselves? What's going on here? This guy's head is like, yeah, it's going to slide off any second. Not really sure what's going on here actually. Oh, this one's like, is he about to do it? I don't really know. Just saw this expression. With the city lost in fog, the soldiers were rumouring that horrors were prowling about. Hardly. No, I can't make that assertion. Was it truly proper, though, to entrust the fate of our clan to that dread Emperor? That's the name of the chapter right there. Wow. Isn't that just something? Oh wait, so that's what's going on here. These heads aren't actually on their bodies. That isn't his body right there, that's a statue. It's a beheaded statue. And they put more decapitated heads on the statues. But you can't really fault their creativity with this stuff, can you? Bloody hell. As we see another one here, an angel. A horrific face. Don't say it. Restoration to the Empire has been our clan's dearest wish for centuries. If we let this chance slip, we will continue to pass on to our descendants bitter, aimless days spent wandering foreign lands. How often does that happen? But I'm sure it's not the case that if I'm sure this dread emperor would not grant this wish. I imagine he is very much a demon and does not give a fuck. I spoke unwisely. Enough. But indeed, the great Emperor Ganishka is a dread emperor. Ganishka. They love this little design here, don't they? Demonic face with 2 tongues. Looks a little bit like the setting for the last arc. I think this is the I can't remember what that place is called, but that place in Midland. There she is, Charlotte. And her maid. Nice to see she's doing well. She's doing sewing. So she's done a lot of sewing. Got a lot of materials for it at least. This pile has grown ever higher. A horde of men entering a lady's room without notice? Is that not impolite? Throw her out for a time. Unhand Princess Charlotte. Anna. I presented you with a full set of embroidery tools as a means of diversion, but at this rate you may do yourself more harm than good. No wonder, though, that one who is a prisoner would find comfort in such pieces of cloth. So, have you prepared yourself, then, princess? Prepared? Is she going to be his wife? I feel like that's the way this is going. And I feel like that also leads to some unsavoury... It presents itself a chance to the author here, and we know he likes to take that chance, is what I'll say. Presents some problematic stuff. Look at this guy's hair, bro. Giant bald spot. Got so much hair, he's just got one giant bald spot. The sweep over of sweepovers. It ought to be obvious to bear my child. That's going to be a hairy child. This too is common in war. You should know this as a princess of a kingdom. I love her hair here, it looks really awesome, doesn't it? Looks really nice. I think it's the contrast with the dark behind. In general, I think the hair has been drawn really beautifully as it goes on. Like, if you, not sure if there's a video on this or anything, but there probably is a comparison from Guts throughout the manga somewhere. But his hair really has got better and better as well. I really love this ending song from Jujutsu Kaisen. It is an absolute banger. One of my favourites at the minute. Your espousal of my lineage enables the rule of my empire to spread to this land without further useless conflict. Do you wish to be princess of a ruined kingdom whose folly massacred her people? I do not understand such things. It is not as though I was born of a beast. With that look on your face. You may not have been born this way, but I think you are a bit of a beast, right? I've given you ample time since the royal city fell to prepare for this day. What would even come out if this was to happen? Is this a nightmare verse? Or is this... No, I think this is actually just now happening. I think he's just pushed her on the bed. I was kind of thinking maybe they're reckoning back to her preparation and a nightmare of hers, but this is a nightmare. But this is actually happening, I think. Look at that horrible lurking image right here. I don't know why, this really reminds me of Psycho. Like the curtain and the close up. Reminds me of Psycho. Just watched the second Psycho the other day. It's really, I actually think I prefer it to the first one. Might sound a bit like sacrilege, but I really enjoyed where it went. The questions it asked. Yeah, that is. Yeah, wow! Look at that. It's quite the. It might essentially be this guy's back as being the king. There's a few people theorised last chapter. Might as well be exactly the same. Charlotte's always going through it when with her, isn't she? No, Lord Griffith. Still calling out for Lord Griffith. Griffith, she said. How did she make that? I don't want to zoom in too much because I don't want to. Yeah, didn't want to do exactly that. Really, it's really beautifully done, that, isn't it? Paints Griffith as quite a beauty as well. Much, even more feminine than usual. What's this? Holy crap, there's a lot. Wow, she is very skilled. I don't know what I'd do if I was a woman. Would I? Obviously, you wouldn't want to die. But would you rather die than have this happen to you? I'm not sure you would. Some probably would. I don't know. Luckily, not a question I hopefully I'll ever have to answer. But yeah, there's so many wings in this one. Quite funny because he did have wings as Femto, and they weren't quite as nice and holy looking. Yeah, some really nice drawings. Well, sewings here actually. It's amazing that you can create this intricacy of sewing. Really, really nice stuff. It's the Hawk. Never. This girl is the Hawk's lover? No. Wouldn't go that far. She was also a tool for him as well. He was just better at manipulating it, as a psycho would be. Look at that beard, just curl it up like that. Reminds me of my actual hair. My hair likes to do that a lot. Oh shit. Oh, that's his mouth. I thought that was his long ass beard, and there was a giant mouth coming from the end of his beard. Interesting. That is not a human mouth right there. But all's good for now. All's good for now. Thank God he found out about that. Highness, conquering the kingless kingdom is simple. I've grown a bit tired of war. I thought having that young girl would provide me with some entertainment, but who knew she had some connection to the hawk? The appearance of the hawk, it signifies the transfiguration of the world, and cleaving to the hawk is surely paramount for us inhumans. It is like drawing near and to being... Sorry. That's the case. Why are you so against him? Signifies the transfiguration of the world, the mixing of the astral, as we see here, I think, with the two sets of clouds, the astral world and the human world. And then eventually come in one cloud. This hawk bridges that gap with its span of wings. And cleaving to the hawk is surely paramount for us inhumans, so attaching yourself to this hawk that is doing that. Which again begs the question as to why he's not. It is like drawing near and to... Sorry guys. It is like drawing near to and being embraced by God. Look at all these cool ass hands here. Little crab hand. Little alien hand right here. But I am the great Emperor of the Kushan Empire. I control the vastest territory in the world. Which I imagine he actually means the most amount of land in the world. Which is the same thing, I think. Like 14 eyes. Pretty ominous picture of him right here. Obviously dominating most of the world in this picture here, of course, as well. Little bits of world behind him. Him covering most of it in his darkness. He's just a very selfish man is what I'm seeing here. I won't relinquish it, even if it's blood smeared and defiled. This world belongs to me. That little smile coming out from his thingy. Not sure what to call it. I'll reign over this unclean world as a demon king and rebel against God. That also begs the question, how long has this guy been a demon? Was he demonified before the eclipse? After? Has this guy always been a demon? Not like it's an important question, but it would be interesting to know. I don't know why this image is giving me kind of classic movie vibes, something I haven't seen before, but is a classic. I can't remember what it's called. Seems memorable. Wait. Intruders. Ooh. Take my giant fist lump. That looks so strange, doesn't it? Who would intrude upon this place? Oh shit. Is this going to be a Kushan versus Kushan battle right here? Is this that Griffith warrior that's a Kushan? I've always loved his design. I think we can expect a lot out of that guy. But yeah, let's get into the comment section real quick before moving on to the next chapter. Someone says here, I don't know why they make him such a big guy, as if he could shove it into a small woman. I'm not sure this person understands. Like, not every small woman cannot handle that. And also, eventually, after repeated use, it would probably be easy. But this is a forceful situation. Even if she couldn't, like, I doubt he's gonna care. Obviously, she's not gonna enjoy that. She's gonna be in a lot of pain. But why would he care? Would he just say, "Oh no, sorry about that"? What's the point of that? But yeah, we avoided the unspeaking dread. I'm glad that happened. I just wonder how much influence and kind of power this king does have, though. I mean, he says he reigns over a lot of the world, but that doesn't mean he's got the strongest army or anything, does it? Griffith's got quite a small army, but he's got a lot of super powerful members. I guess we'll find out. But there's nothing from this king that I've seen so far that has been extremely kind of dangerous or shows a mass strength. Like at the minute, I could even see Guts being this whole guy's army. From what we've seen, again, there could be millions of soldiers more that I haven't seen, and probably is the case. Not too much else in the comment section here, so we'll move on to the final chapter for today, the Daka. As they both miss their kicks. Yeah, that is who I thought it was. The cloak. Little finger here from Silat. Oh, it's one of the spinny things. But Silat has been like a silent but like ever-present member of the cast of Berserk, hasn't he? Got to give him some respect for that. Snuck up on so easily. How the Bakiraka have fallen. Raksas. Why are you here in Wyndham? On orders to assassinate the Emperor? If so, you are the clueless one. An assassin who reveals his presence. Doesn't look too happy to see him. Raksas. That's not what I've come for today. They're doing a full frontal right here. Here we go. What did I say the name of the chapter? Yeah, the Daka. I probably didn't realise because I don't know fucking idea what it means. But there's that guy again. Interesting shield right here. This looks more like an attack weapon than a shield, doesn't it? It looks more spiky. More like a yeah. As usual, some awesome bits of armor. I'd like to get a good look at this guy's, but bit of a line in the way. Band of the Hawk. The Band of Pork. They just speed past. If you're going to talk big, do it after you've stopped me. Follow him. I imagine he's a distraction, right? It feels like Raksas would be a very good distractor. Reporting. Sire, intruders inside the castle. I know. Courteously entertain them. Courteously, is it? I think it's courteously, right? Courteously. Courteously entertain them. Oh, as you've got a lot of alligators. Eating some women. Lovely. I wonder how far into my demon castle that power will last. Look at this. Holy crap. Now that is awesome. I forget this guy's name, but I'm pretty sure he was shown to be pretty cool if he's the one I remember correctly. Actually seemed like quite a nice guy. as nice as you can be as a demon, but every arrow. Yeah. We needed this, because arrows are quite OP in this era, in this universe, in Vinland Saga as well, they're quite OP. This guy strikes down every single... There's the one I was... Like I said, I really wanted a good look at that. Holy shit. That almost looks a bit like Guts' in the eyes. Guts' Berserker armor. But also looks like that goat head that guy was wearing in the last arc. That is an awesome bit of armor right there. I knew I wanted a good look at that. And it's on like just an average character, right? Just an average mob. You'd expect an armor this cool to be on someone fucking very involved. I didn't notice this guy's got little fish hairs, whiskers. Another really cool shot of his armor. Some arrows actually hitting them, but then just taking them out. As they get arrowed from above by Robin Hood himself, as well as his merry men. So judging by the way things are going, it's actually going to be quite a short reaction today. That usually is the case with a lot of action and not too much dialogue and such, so yeah, quite a bit shorter than usual, I think. Yeah. It just doesn't look like a good defense here, does it? Where are your demons? Mr. Kushan Master, the Dread Emperor. Where are your demons? Bow through them. Yeah, gotta love the horses. Horses armor as well. As they just line the streets with dead bodies, should I say? Oh, half evaporated, eviscerated, decimated, and trampled upon. So indeed, human soldiers are no match for inhuman opponents. In most cases, yes. In almost every case, yes. Don't know why you needed to test that. Was that not obvious? Lure them to the retrenchment. The reduction of... Excuse me. Well, apparently it's not. No. There's a technical term for fortification. There's a fort. Where it is applied to a secondary work or series of works constructed in rear of existing defences. There's quite the explanation right here. Defences to bar the further progress of the enemy who succeed in breaching or storming these. So yeah, it's almost like a safe room. Seems like, perhaps. I don't know. Have you guys? Is that movie called Safe Room? I forget. But it's got the woman from Silence of the Lambs in, Jodie Foster. I quite like that movie. Is that a Fincher movie? I forget. Is it called Safe Room? Probably not. No. This Panic Room, that's the one. Yeah, I actually really like this movie. It's actually one of the first movies I've got memories of watching. And watching as a kid. Yeah, it was a Fincher movie. And he has done some class fucking movies, so no wonder I enjoyed it. Probably where I got a little bit of my sense of movie taste from as well. Thrill, that movie. I haven't watched it since then though, but I remember it pretty well. So the Daka are a group of people. Yeah. Lure them to the retrenchment. Let them face the Daka. What a nasty expression right there. So the Daka are those red creatures that we saw in the intro, right? These guys. They don't look very strong, do they? They look kind of just like mindless ogres. All hands, halt! But again, they've got those interesting weapons. I imagine maybe they're like spring or something. They look a bit like a spring. There's eye shields. Yeah, they don't look very powerful. A nice little close up on this one here. He's got a fair few amount of horns. Looks like his mouth kind of opens. I do like those kind of mouths in horror. Look at this one here is pumped. What are Daka? Soldiers like demons from hell. I bore through secret arts. What were those secret fucking arts then? Can't wait to hear that. I am Locus, captain of the band of the Hawk's Lancers. I presume you to be His Majesty, the great Emperor. I am indeed the great Emperor Ganishka of the Kushan Empire. Welcome to my demon castle, valorous soldiers of the Hawk. Very like Colosseum kind of vibes right now, isn't it? Very Roman vibes. Is it Roman? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too great at history. But no matter how superior each of you is as a warrior, invading this castle with your numbers is too reckless. I can only term it foolhardiness. Or is the order of the Hawk to gauge my power? I ask this not as a man, but as an apostle, as a fellow demon. Why do you oppose the master? Good question. I want to know that as well. But yeah, I do like Locus. I feel like he's almost, the way he introduced himself here as well, the captain of the band of the Hawk's Lancers. I feel like these guys are all kind of slight replacements for Guts, aren't they? Kind of standout-ish design-wise characters. Guts was once captain of the Raiders, I think, or something along those lines. These are his replacements right here. Why do you oppose the master? So you say, knave. I know that's an insult, I just don't know what that means. Never hear this. Dishonest or... what the fuck? Unscrumptious. Unscrumpulous. Never heard of that either. Having or showing no moral principles. Not honest or fair. Never heard that either. I've heard knave, but I've never heard unscrumptious. It sounds like scrumptious. Unscrumptious. So a dishonest person. I'm not sure what he's being dishonest about here. Doesn't sound like it would mean that, does it? Almost sounds like knave would be like a Neanderthal type person or something. I am the Emperor, king among kings. I have trampled more beneath me than any other in this world. I am the one and only fundamental in this world of filth. To take that from me, it would be paid for in blood. Even if be by God come down to this earth, there is no escaping this fact. Which has kind of literally happened. God, in a way, one of the God hand literally has come down to this earth and being reborn. And you stand in the way of that, which is, again, quite the greed from this guy, isn't it? Quite the fucking greed. Yeah. No, with my own blood-drenched hands, I will take and desecrate God. Have you got the tools to do that? Have you got the facilities for that though? It's the question. I kind of think you don't. And I'm not fully sure of that. We've never seen this guy in a fight or anything. I just don't see him having the facilities for that. It looks like these guys are all getting ready. Don't flatter yourself, fool. Oh, he's seething. He's positively seething out of his eyes. And they all are a little bit, aren't they? This is almost like you can imagine a person of faith getting this angry at someone kind of dissing their god. Go on, have at me. Here we go. Okay, looking forward to seeing what comes of this then. There must be more to this Daka than I'm thinking, because again, they don't really look very strong or anything, do they? They look like minor zombies. Yeah, that was quite the cool speech right there from the Dread Emperor right here, wasn't it? I am the Emperor, king amongst kings. Trampled more beneath me than any other. I am the one and only fundamental in this world of filth. I like that line a lot. To take that from me would be paid for in blood, even if it be by God come down to earth, where there is no escaping this fact. He's very true to his beliefs, isn't he, and true to his creeds. You've got to respect in a way. It also, yeah, makes you not respect him at the same time. Yeah, this person makes an interesting point. Not sure who to support here. Personally, I'm on the side of this guy at the minute. Personally, I'm on the side of this guy. We've seen this guy do less wrong than what we've seen Griffith do. I mean, he says, and we know he has done more wrong. He's conquered half the world or whatever, but we haven't actually seen that. We haven't actually seen him do. He almost done Charlotte, but yeah, we didn't actually see that. We actually saw Griffith do that, and we've actually seen Griffith do plenty of fucked up things. So I'm very much on the side of this Emperor right now. My position is quite simple, but if it was like an actuality, if this wasn't fiction, it would obviously be a lot harder. It wouldn't be. You'd hope it wouldn't be on either side, but if you had to. Yeah, this person is my thoughts exactly. I'm on the side that Griffith isn't on. This person brings up an interesting point. Why is it that every chapter and arc women's are the ones to suffer so badly. Well, that's the case because women aren't usually ones to fight in this era, are they? The only woman warrior we've seen really is Casca. And I feel like it's the same with what we saw a little bit in like Vinland Saga, like an honourable death and such. You do see a lot of men getting fucked up in compromise, not in the same kind of way, but they get killed in horrible ways and such. That is their kind of badness. Whereas women, because they're not fighting, they get abused and taken advantage of because that's what they're seen as all they're good for in this day and age. People, this brings up a whole other conversation, but people don't really understand the difference between women then and women now. Like women now, even though they're still kind of fighting for rights and such, have it so much better, so much better than women throughout history, which people just don't understand. Yeah. Unfortunately, that was the case back here. Nothing you can do about it. It just was the case. Apparently, this is very accurate to history, which again I don't really know too much about. But it seems like Miura done a lot of research. Okay, and that is it for today. Like I said, probably quite a bit of a shorter video than usual, just because again a lot of action, some beautiful artwork as usual. I especially love this shot right here. It's amazing, doesn't it? Just brilliantly sets the setting, not just for this shot, but for every scene therefore. You just know what the whole place looks like after seeing that, and after seeing all these beheaded humans everywhere. Nice seeing Charlotte again after a while. Yeah, the Emperor was definitely the standout for today, wasn't he? He was pretty fucking awesome. Very cool presence, wasn't he? And nice seeing Locus again as well. Really excited to see him fight and maybe see his kind of dream and transformation as well. But let's have a little quick peek at what the next chapters are going to be, and then we'll finish off. So next time will be Demon Knights and Demon God. I'm also looking forward to maybe seeing a transformation out of this Emperor, perhaps. That will only be the case if things don't go too well for him. But then after that, we'll be finishing off with the Sleeping Princess Awakens, which is really intriguing because that's surely about Charlotte. And then we'll actually be starting out not a new arc, but a new kind of chapters of the arc. So yeah, super interesting stuff right there. The Sound of Sea, super interesting because we've already kind of almost like changed up from the Guts and the Berserk Armor stuff to this Demon Sea stuff, and then we'll be moving on again. But yeah, let me know before I sneeze. Let me know what you guys think about these chapters down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next time with those chapters. So see you guys then, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.